Alright, so this has been a very highly requested video. These are my F126 control settings. I've been trying a lot of things out in the past few weeks, and this is what I ended up with. So let's get into it. Alright, so for assist, only assist I do have on is a racing line. Then in camera settings, these are my camera settings. Same thing as a F125. I don't think I changed anything. Yeah. Um, Only thing different is some cars you do have to change the offset lateral to get it aligned. Um, but that's the only thing different with my camera settings between different cars. Like I know like the Alpine, for example, you have to move it a little bit to the right, so maybe -13. Uh, but yeah, should be with the camera settings. Now let's go into OSD. I mean, OSD, I think it's mainly default. Yeah, it's mainly default, so nothing very important. That's like personal preference, to be honest. Okay, so this is where most of y'all are probably here for. Um, so for steering rate, I have 145%. I tried a lot of different things, 150, 155, 160. I mean, I went all the way down to 120% at one point just to try different things, and 145% was definitely the way to go in my opinion. Uh, I think 150 is not bad. I think that's the maximum I will go. 155, 160 is a little bit too aggressive for me. These cars don't really like the aggressiveness that on 25 that you can do. They can do on 25. So I think 145 is the way to go. And then between dead zones and stuff like that, that's just depends if you have stick drift. I really don't have stick drift, so they're on all of them are on 0. But if you do have stick drift, like quite a bit, put this a little bit higher, like 5 maybe. For me, I will have it on 0, and then linearity, I have it on 5. Breakdown zone, of course, it's on 1 because sometimes I do lean on my brake a little bit over my finger. It's something I rarely do, but something I do it. So I have the breakdown zone on 1. It also helps with like maybe the locking up, the front locking, so and the rear locking. So I think maybe 1 break dead zone is actually not that bad. And saturation, I mean, I don't really touch that. I don't think you should. But that's about it with calibration. And then with a vibration and force feedback, I mean, this is personal preference for vibration and all this good stuff. But I mean, you can copy if you want. Maximum wheel rotation. I I tried 320 and 360. I did try 240 as well. Um, of course 180. Of course I tried it as well, and out of all of them, 180 felt the best. I don't know if it's because I'm used to it. I think it's probably because of that. But it's been the same for the past year for me. 180 has been the best wheel rotation for me as a controller player. I did like 320 a lot, but I was gonna keep using 320, but once I went back to 180, it just felt better, man. It really did. But on a controller wheel rotation, 180 feels really nice, and I really do recommend it, to be honest. Ever since I put on 180, it's been really good for me. So and that should be good. And then of course the control scheme. This is very important too, by the way. Of course the gear up, the clutch. But one of the very important things is if you go down. Let me see, where is it? Right here. So your brake bias increase and brake bias decrease. You want to put this right stick to the right for increase, and for decrease, you want to put the right stick to the left for decrease. Um, and of course for ERS mode as well, so you can go from hot lap to medium to none. If you want to do it fast, you want to put this on up. You right stick up is increase, and right stick down is decrease. So pretty much, it basically like makes it a lot easier for you. All you sacrifice is looking left, right, and then backwards. That's the only thing really sacrificed when you do this. Because if I'm not mistaken, all I did was take off. Yeah, so all I did was take off, look left and look right, and then look forward. You still have the look back option because all you have to do is look. The look back option is right stick, so you press on it. And that's how you look back. And then of course I unassigned all those four and then put them for brake bias increase and brake bias decrease. Very very helpful, by the way. Very very helpful. It's so much better than just going on your D-pad and then going, doing all that extra stuff instead of just like, you're more concentrated on the racing and then all you have to do is just, flick your right stick to the right or to the left. And of course with the ERS mode, it's very very important to have this. I'm guessing most of you do have it, but just so some people don't, do this. And then that should be it. My audio settings, preference. To be honest, it's very preference. And then the accessibility options. There is something important here, which you will see when I go all the way down. The controls option all the way down. Adaptive triggers and trigger vibration. Make sure you have this on strong and on. It's very very important for you to have this. It's so important. It helps you a lot on controller. What it basically does is it gives you a little bit of feedback on the triggers. And I'm guessing most of you do have this on. But for you that don't have it on, make sure you have this on. It's very very important. You're basically nerfing yourself if you have this off. It's the only feedback you have on the triggers, or when you're braking and you're on throttle, stuff like that. It does help a little bit. It's not the best, but it helps. And that should be it for the settings. I really do appreciate y'all for watching, man. I really do. Just if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below, and I appreciate y'all for watching. See you guys later. Peace.